What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you are new here, please make sure you go ahead, slap that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. As you know, I do not have a post schedule. I only post when I feel cute. So if you want to be here when I post videos, you got to hit that notification bell. I want you guys to make sure you hit that so that you don't miss any content coaching classes, because I'm here to help you guys. I feel like I have somewhat mastered YouTube and social media in the past 2 years. I'm so proud of myself for getting my channel monetized and learning all the different ways to receive income and promote myself and basically just keep growing. And all I ever want to do is share that with you guys. This channel is basically me because I did have a lot of close friends and family who had questions about my growth on YouTube and how to be the best artist or creator that they could be. I'm so blessed to have so many friends and people that I know in life that are creators and artists just like me, and they deserve to know that this is the platform that can be used. This is the platform that, if done correctly, can really help elevate your artistry and your income so that you can live the best life that you could basically possibly live. And today I wanted to start just kind of tackling questions that I get a lot from my students and from my close friends who ask me about YouTube. And one of those main questions that I get a lot is, how often do you have to post? How often do you have to upload to be successful on YouTube, basically to maybe make a side income or a living once you're monetized? Because in the beginning, when you're not monetized, you post as much as you need to post and you want to post, so that way you can get to that 4,000 hours monetization and that 1,000 subscriber mark. That's what it takes to get monetized. So before you're posting for income, you're posting just to reach that. And my journey and everyone's journey is a little bit different. So the answer to that question, how often do you need to upload to YouTube to be successful, or how often do you need to upload in general, the answer is, how often can you? So it's kind of like a return question. And I say that so sincerely because I feel like a lot of people know what YouTube can become if you give it 100%. You know what YouTube can be at the end of the road. And because you have an idea of what that success could be like, you could put a high amount of pressure on yourself and your body and your mental health. And you could do an obscene amount of videos, an obscene amount of work to always try to get that. But you could easily burn yourself out. So the question is, does your schedule actually allow you to do videos? How many does it allow you for it to do comfortably, with, if you have a family or a job, without hurting the family and without hurting the job and without hurting your mental health? How many videos can you do a week or a month to stay on your goals, to stay on your path of YouTube that you want to follow? You want to have a successful channel. You want to make sure you're consistent. You want to try the best you can. So in your mind, you're over here, you're Googling, you're asking everyone the question, how much does it take? How many videos a week does it take? So I think the right answer is to flip that question and ask yourself truly, how many can I do? And when you can answer that honestly to yourself, that's when you can find out how many you can do. And that's when you can go from there, begin to do it at the amount that you're able to do, rather than going out and searching for the answer, how many videos do you have to do, and have people tell you 3 times a week or 2 times a day, or whatever it is that you could hear a mentor or someone say on a video. Instead of hearing someone give you an amount and trying to achieve that amount, look at your life, look at your schedule. What are you able to do without burning yourself out? And let that be what you do. Don't let anyone ever come and tell you what you're supposed to do, or what a content creator or what an artist is supposed to do. Yes, there are many platforms to promote on. Yes, there are many places to push our work out and push songs out in different ways and creative styles. There's millions of things that we can do now, but don't overdo it. Don't try to do too much all the time every day, because you can burn out. I have burnt out before. I have done all too much at the same time, and it's not a good look when you lose that inspiration and you're so tired from something that you love. And at that point, you're just wishing that you slowed down, and you wish you kind of heard the message that I'm saying right now, which is take your time. and really truly kind of look at what you're able to do and then go at it from there. Go at it from a perspective of, you know, your life, you know, your schedule. What are you able to do to prove to yourself that you can do this, rather than asking someone else, how much do you need to do to quote unquote make it? You create that in your mind. If you can only do one video a week, then do that. If you can only do one video a month, that's not failure. That's just because other people do weekly posts or other people do daily posts. That is not failure if you can only do a month. If you consistently know that you can do that month and you just do one a month, then that's fine. You're still doing what you can do. You're still putting what you can into that dream. Does that make sense? I don't want anyone to ever think that it takes a certain amount of videos or it takes a certain amount of posts or a certain look or certain pictures to live this life and kind of be on these platforms. You're able to go at your own pace, and everyone has their own individual unique stories that do deserve to be heard. And the criteria for that should not be this riffraff. Like, it shouldn't be messy. Like, it should be something that everyone can get into, post when they want, do when they want. Now, granted, if the question is how often do I have to post to make the most money, then obviously the answer to that is gonna be 3 times a day, as much as you can, 5 times a day, as much, you know what I mean? And that's where I stand, is that I wanted to be monetized so bad. Being a YouTuber was my dream for so long, and being a creator and artist and having somewhere to create revenue from it was my dream for so long. Growing up doing drag and doing theater, it was always so a far out thought to think that I could be paid for being creative, for being artsy, for having these thoughts. And when I found out that you could do that on YouTube and be paid for each video individually, depending on what it was, I just thought that was miraculous. And I immediately fought for monetization, and I did post 3 to 5 times a day for weeks. And I think that's an obscene amount, and I did burn myself out, and I would not recommend anyone to do that. But if you were interested on what it took for me to get monetized in a 1-year span, and also get to around 10,000 subscribers in that span as well, that was me on a 3 video a day explosion binge. But I didn't feel any of that burnout until later, because I truly love doing this. But it's just because, and then that's kind of when I learned, just because you love something doesn't mean, you know, I love acting, I love singing, I love dancing. I can't do that 24/7, or you get tired. So just because you love something, you love being on camera, you love this and that, doesn't mean it can't burn you out, is kind of what I learned. So I'm so proud of my journey, and all I can ever do is teach what I've learned and keep things moving and kind of pass the information along. So to answer that question of how often you need to post, it is up to you. It is up to your life. It is up to the world around you. And don't let anything change that, other than what you think is right and what you believe is enough for you. So hopefully that helps you guys answer the question. This channel is a lot of that. It's not necessarily like question and answer. This is something that it's such a multi-layered question, and this answer is different for anybody. And if you are interested in the personalized coaching sessions, I do offer them. You can book down in the link below in the description box, because this is a question that can really be individualized for everyone and their journey, who they are, where they're at in their channel. So it's not something that's so much a general question, but it's a question I get all the time. In order for me to answer it properly, I do have to understand where you're at with your channel, where you plan on going, what type of videos do you do, because some niches, some brands of channels can only do so much. Some couldn't do 3 videos a day. Some couldn't, and some can only do versus that. Does that make sense? So it's really hard to kind of answer that question for individually without understanding like the background of each person. But we do get into that in the coaching sessions if you're interested. If not, please still make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I'm gonna still be uploading free story times and questions and seminars and classes here on this channel. So I do not want you guys to miss it. So I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to post your questions down below, either on this subject or anything YouTube or social media branding and promoting. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.